Imagine a fish that wraps itself in snot before bed, or a fungus that turns ants into zombies. Picture crocodiles letting birds sit in their mouths, or penguins stealing pebbles for love. In this video, we'll show you why do crows let ants attack them, why do stoats dance in front of their prey, and why do snow monkeys soak in hot springs like retirees on vacation. From octopuses throwing shells at each other to mice singing ultrasonic opera battles, the animal kingdom is stranger than sci-fi. And stick around for fireflies throwing synchronized light rays. Let's dive in. Why do crows let ants attack them? Crows aren't just smart, they're also into weird spa treatments. They lie on ant nests, letting the ants crawl all over them and even bite. This behavior, called anting, looks painful, but crows do it for two reasons. First, ants release formic acid, which acts like a natural insecticide. It kills parasites like mites hiding in the bird's feathers. Second, the acid might give the crows a chemical high. Some scientists think the tingling sensation could feel good, similar to how humans enjoy spicy food. If ants aren't available, crows improvise with citrus peels, mothballs, or even cigarette butts. Over 200 bird species practice anting, but crows prefer the passive method, sitting still as ants crawl all over them. Historical records like naturalist James Audubon's 1830s notes on turkeys anting suggest this behavior has evolved over centuries. Modern studies confirm formic acid disrupts parasites' nervous systems, making them easier to remove during grooming. This behavior isn't just random, it's passed down through generations, proving crows have culture. Next time you see a crow flopping on the ground, it's not hurt, it's just having a bug bath. Why do fungi turn ants into zombies? If you thought The Last of Us was fiction, think again. A fungus called Octopus infects ants, hijacking their brains. Discovered in 1859 by Alfred Russel Wallace, it infects carpenter ants in tropical forest. The ant leaves its colony, climbs a plant, and bites a leaf. They eventually bite into a leaf vein at a precise height, 25 centimeters above ground where humidity favors fungi growth. The ant's jaws lock in a death grip, and the fungus consumes its organs. Days later, a stalk erupts from the ant's head, releasing spores to infect more ants. Researchers like David Hughes found fungal cells secrete chemicals that atrophy jaw muscles, ensuring the ant stays locked to the leaf. This isn't a quick death. The fungus controls the ant's muscles without touching its brain like a puppeteer. Scientists found infected ants walk in a zigzag pattern, likely to avoid sunlight. Humans are safe, for now, but the fungus inspired the video game The Last of Us. Researchers study it to understand mind control in nature. How do singing mice belt out ultrasonic duets? Male Alston singing mice in Central America belt out high-pitched duets to defend territory. Their songs are ultrasonic, too high for humans to hear, and last up to 20 seconds. In 2022, scientists found their songs match bird vocalizations in complexity. The mice sing back and forth like rappers in a battle. If one mouse starts, rivals reply within seconds. Researchers at Texas A&M University discovered these mice have specialized brain circuits for rapid vocal exchange, responding to rivals within 0.2 seconds, faster than a human can blink. Females prefer males with longer, more complex tunes, but it's risky. Singing exposes them to owls and snakes. These mice are the only mammals besides humans and bats known to engage in real-time vocal turn-taking. These mice prove even tiny creatures can be rock stars. Their concerts are silent to us, but in the jungle, it's a rodent opera night. If you like this video so far, leave a like, and you can also check out 8 animals that survived the impossible on our channel Forever Green. Why do crocodiles let birds sit in their mouths? Crocodiles could swallow a plover bird in one gulp. Instead, they open wide and let the bird pick their teeth. Plovers eat leftover meat stuck in croc teeth, getting a free meal while the croc gets dental care. Ancient Greek historian Herodotus wrote about this 2,400 years ago, calling it the Trochilus myth. The partnership is rare. Most animals avoid apex predators, but crocs stay still, even tilting their heads for better access. If the birds peck too hard, the croc might snap its jaws as a warning. Plovers also eat parasites like leeches from the croc's gums. Modern scientists confirm it happens, but it's not common. In 2016, researchers in Kenya's Mamba Village crocodile farm observed Nile crocodiles allowing Egyptian plovers to clean their teeth, noting the crocs often float with their mouths open as an invitation. Oxpeckers clean rhinos and cleaner fish help sharks, but crocodiles teaming up with the plovers is unique due to the croc's size and fierce reputation. David Attenborough highlighted this unusual partnership in his documentary, Life in Cold Blood, describing it as one of nature's boldest collaborations. Why do snow monkeys soak in hot springs? In Japan's snowy mountains, Mackais soak in hot springs like retirees on vacation. These monkeys, called snow monkeys, use the warm water to survive freezing winters. Their faces turn pink and they sit with eyes closed, looking oddly human. But it's not all zen. Monkeys fight over the best spots, pushing rivals into the snow. Higher-ranking females get prime seats while younger ones wait their turn. The behavior started in the 1960s when a hotel built a hot spring for tourists. The monkeys copied humans, and now it's a cultural tradition. The monkey spa habit has turned Jigokudani into a tourist hotspot. Visitors to Jigokudani Park often compare them to tiny hairy yogis. Research by primatologist Dr. Raffaella Takashita, Kyoto University in 2018, found soaking lowers stress hormones, just like humans relax in spas. In winter, monkeys spend up to 30% of their day bathing. Their faces flush pink from the heat. They even groom each other in the water, mixing hygiene with social bonding. A 2021 study in Primates Journal noted monkeys who bathe regularly have thicker, whiter fur, likely from improved blood flow. Why do parrotfish sleep in snotty sleeping bags? Parrotfish wrap themselves in a sticky mucus cocoon every night before bed. This slimy sleeping bag hides their scent from predators like moray eels and sharks. The mucus also traps tiny particles from the water, making the cocoon blend into the reef. Scientists think the fish produce this goo using glands near their gulls. Marine biologists observed that predators often swim right past the cocoon, mistaking it for part of the reef. If a predator bumps into the cocoon, the parrotfish wakes up and escapes. Parrotfish are crucial for coral reefs. They eat algae that can smother coral. Their beak-like teeth grind coral into sand, creating the white beaches we love. Scientists from the University of Queensland found that a single parrotfish can produce up to 800 grams of sand per year by grinding coral. Not all parrotfish use mucus. Some species in open water rely on speed instead, but reef-dwelling ones swear by their snotty pajamas. Divers in the Great Barrier Reef often spot these translucent cocoons clinging to coral. A 2018 study confirmed the mucus contains antimicrobial properties, protecting the fish from infections. Why do octopuses throw shells at each other? Octopuses in Australia's Jervis Bay have been caught throwing shells, silt, and algae, sometimes at rival octopuses. Scientists from the University of Sydney filmed this behavior in 2023. The octopuses use their siphon, a tube near their head, to shoot debris like a water cannon. Some throws hit other octopuses, possibly to say, "back off." Others seem accidental, like when they toss stuff while cleaning their dens. The gloomy octopus, Octopus tetricus, is the main culprit, while females are the main throwers, especially after mating. Researchers think it might be frustration. Males often harass females. But most throw miss, making it look more like clumsy redecorating than real fights. Octopuses in crowded areas throw more often, suggesting it's a way to claim space. These gloomy octopuses are smart. They've been seen using tools like coconut shells as armor. Throwing adds to their list of tricks. Next time you see an octopus throwing a shell, it's either drama or a bad aim. Either way, it's pure ocean chaos. Before proceeding to our next selection, we invite you to explore our video on 15 simple psychological tricks for animals that really work. Now, back to our list. How do leafcutter ants farm fungus underground? Leafcutter ants are farming experts, growing fungus for food in underground gardens. They've done this for 50 million years, longer than humans have existed. A 2021 study in PNAS revealed these ants use bacteria on their bodies to produce antibiotics that protect their fungus from harmful molds. The fungus, Leucocongarus gangliferus, can't survive without the ants, and vice versa. Colonies divide labor, large workers cut leaves, medium ones carry the pieces, and tiny gardener ants chew the leaves into pulp for the fungus. Queens lay up to 30,000 eggs daily, while soldiers with dagger-like jaws defend the nest. A single colony can strip a tree bare in a night, moving 2 tons of soil yearly to build tunnels. Their farms recycle nutrients, helping rainforests grow. A 2022 study in Biotropica found leafcutter nests increased soil fertility by 25%, boosting plant diversity. Biologist E.O. Wilson called them Earth's ultimate superorganism, with colonies housing millions of ants. In Costa Rica's La Selva Biological Station, scientists observed ants quarantining sick fungus, proving they manage disease like human farmers. Their system is so efficient, NASA studied it for sustainable space agriculture.
Why do deer rub their antlers against tree barks? Deer rub their antlers against trees to shed velvet, a soft, blood-rich skin that covers growing antlers. The velvet itches as it dries, so scraping it off feels like scratching a bug bite. Leftover velvet scraps become snacks for squirrels and birds, turning a grooming session into a free buffet. Antlers grow faster than any other bone, adding up to 2 centimeters a day, as noted in a 2020 study in the Journal of Mammalogy. Velvet supplies nutrients and oxygen during this growth spurt. Once the antlers harden, the velvet dies. Bucks rip it off by thrashing bushes or tree trunks, leaving behind ragged bark and sticky streaks. Velvet is packed with proteins and growth hormones. Traditional Chinese medicine has used dried velvet for centuries, claiming it boosts strength, though science disputes this. This isn't just about comfort. Rubbing marks trees with scent glands near the deer's forehead, signaling territory to rivals. The deeper the grooves, the bigger the buck. Hunters use these rubs to track trophy deer. Next time you see shredded bark on a tree, it's not vandalism. It's a deer's way of saying, "This land is mine." Why do fireflies flash in perfect unison? In Thailand's mangroves in the Great Smoky Mountains, USA, fireflies flash in perfect unison, creating waves of light that look like a choreographed dance. Scientists discovered this synchronization relies on a leader, firefly, starting the flash, with others following in a ripple effect. A 2023 study by researchers at the University of Colorado found fireflies use their internal biological clocks to time their flashes, adjusting to neighbors' rhythms within milliseconds. Each species has a unique code. Photinus carolinus in the Smoky Mountains blinks 6 times in a row, while Southeast Asian Pteroptics fireflies flash in rapid bursts. These light shows are mating rituals, male signal patterns, and females reply with precise blinks. A 2019 study in Science Advances showed female fireflies prefer males with the fastest, brightest rhythms. In Malaysia's Kuala Selangor River, boat tours let tourists witness these displays, dubbed nature's Christmas lights. The phenomenon inspired engineers to study their timing for improving traffic light systems and wireless networks. Fireflies don't rehearse. It's pure instinct honed over millions of years. Why do birds use beetles as living pesticide? Bombardier beetles defend themselves by firing a boiling 100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, toxic spray from their abdomen. The chemical reaction mixes hydrogen peroxide and hydroquinone in a reinforced chamber, creating a burst of gas and heat. Researchers at the University of Utah found the beetle pulses the spray up to 70 times per second to avoid overheating, a process called pulse jetting. This precision lets them aim in any direction, even while running. Some birds, like hoopoes, intentionally harass these beetles to steal their acid. A 2016 study in the Science of Nature observed birds wiping the chemical on their feathers to kill parasites. The spray's foul smell, like burnt plastic, deters predators like spiders and frogs. Engineers copied the beetle's combustion chamber design to improve fuel injection systems and fire suppressors. The beetle's defense evolved over 100 million years, with fossils showing similar structures from the Cretaceous period. Entomologist Dr. Thomas Eisner called them the insect world's artillery, noting their spray can temporarily blind predators. How do mudskippers survive as fish? That walk on land. Mudskippers are fish that walk on land using arm-like fins. They live in muddy swamps in Africa and Asia. To stay moist, they roll in wet mud like dogs. During mating season, males jump 2 feet high and wave their colorful fins to attract females. Researchers at the University of Cambridge found their eyes rotate independently, giving 360-degree vision to spot threats like birds. Mudskippers build burrows with air pockets to hide from birds. They even fight rivals by wrestling in mud pits, locking jaws like miniature sumo wrestlers. They breathe through skin and mouth linings, needing water only occasionally. A 2020 study showed they can survive 3 days on land if their skin stays damp. Fishermen in India call them frogs of the sea, weird, wild, and full of attitude. Why do stoats dance in front of their prey? Stoats perform a wild, zigzagging dance to confuse prey like rabbits. This frenzied routine includes jumps, spins, and sudden direction changes, making the stoat look unpredictable. Scientists debate whether it's a hunting tactic or caused by parasites. A 2018 study by the University of Exeter found stoats infected with Toxoplasma gondii. A brain parasite danced more often, suggesting the parasite might hijack their behavior. However, healthy stoats also dance, hinting it could be a deliberate strategy to mesmerize prey. When a rabbit sees the stoat's erratic moves, it often freezes in panic, giving the stoat a chance to strike. Researchers filmed stoats in Scotland using high-speed cameras, showing the dance lasts 15 to 30 seconds before the attack. Some think the stoat mimics wounded prey to lure curious animals closer. Either way, it's both creepy and clever. Native American legends even describe stoats as trickster spirits for this eerie behavior. How do dung beetles navigate? Using the Milky Way. Dung beetles roll poop balls in straight lines using the Milky Way as a guide. They're the only insects known to navigate by stars. Scientists at Lund University tested this by placing beetles under artificial skies. Those with starry views rolled straight, while others circled aimlessly. On cloudy nights, they use the moon's polarization instead. The beetles climb onto their dung ball mid-roll to check the sky, recalibrating their path. This ensures they avoid competitors and predators. Ancient Egyptians linked dung beetles to Khepri, the sun god, believing they pushed the sun like a giant dung ball. Modern engineers study their navigation for robot design. In 2020, a robot using beetle-inspired navigation won a tech award for moving efficiently in dark environments. Why do Adelie penguins steal pebbles for love? Male. Adelie penguins collect pebbles to build elevated nests, keeping eggs dry in Antarctica's icy terrain. Females pick mates with the best nests, so males hustle for stones, stealing from rivals or offering pebbles to females in exchange for mating. A 2021 study tracked a colony for 10 years, finding males with the most pebbles mated 3 times more often. Females sometimes trick males by pretending to mate, stealing pebbles, then leaving. A behavior scientists call sexual deception. Some females even flirt with multiple males to collect pebbles, then leave. Researchers observed males guarding their nests like bouncers, chasing off thieves. In crowded colonies, penguins sneak pebbles from neighbors when they're distracted. Climate change is making pebbles scarcer, forcing longer hunts. Researchers at Japan's National Institute of Polar Research observed penguins traveling up to 2 kilometers to find stones, risking attacks by skuas. This pebble trade mirrors human real estate battles. Location and resources matter. National Geographic dubbed it Antarctica's cutest hustle. Some males even rent their stones to neighbors for extra mating chances. It's survival of the sneakiest in Antarctica. That's all for now. Catch you in the next video.